Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber, and thanks for joining us here on the program where we cover the most interesting live trials and legal stories in the news today. We have a lot to cover. I don't want to waste any time, so let's get started right now. Okay, so this is incredible. Let's break it down right now. Joining me here on set is trial attorney Bernarda Villalona. Bernarda, great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Now let's talk about the impact of this witness. So she's going to be cross-examined today by the defense. How much did she hurt the defense's case? Because she's the key witness in all this.
Oh, she definitely hurt the defense's case because she bought out all the statements that were like consciousness of guilt on the defendant's part about sending her to the CVS, about saying that, oh, she just walked off, went to go buy candy, and all these statements are going to be used against the defendant, especially when you have taken into account that you have his cell phone records as well that will be able to track his movements.
What do you make of her role? I mean, she lied to investigators, both, you could argue, to protect herself and to protect Granville Ritchie, who the prosecution said she was swooning over, head over heels for. She fell in love with the Jamaican accent, and he picked her up on the street. So the idea of, driving right alongside of her. So the idea of her role in all this, what's your view on it?
Jesse, I'm disappointed by her. I'm really disappointed by the type of person that she is, the type of woman that she is. But putting that aside, unfortunately, she is a key witness in this case. Obviously, we have to get all the testimony in of how he met her, what was said, what was done during that time, and what was done afterwards, and also all the lies that he got her to say about trying to create some kind of alibi or that he wasn't even there to protect himself.
Right.
But I think in the long run now that she's testifying, I think for the first time she's actually telling the truth because she's giving you the good, the bad, and the ugly.
And I guess if a prosecutor, you want the jury to sympathize with her a little bit in order to believe her story. I mean, she said on the stand, he sold me a dream. And that's something that's probably going to stick with the jury. Let's play a little bit more of her testimony from yesterday. We're keeping a careful eye on the courtroom feed, and as soon as it goes live, we'll go live. So I imagine it was really important strategy for the prosecution to get out in front of this and said, you lied. You lied. Why did you lie? Her breaking down on the stand has to help. I guess now if you're the defense attorney, what are you going to argue? You're going to beat a dead horse and say, yeah, point to the fact that she lied? I mean, she just admitted it.
Yeah, you have to get in front of the issues that you have in the case. So obviously the prosecution had no choice but to bring out her inconsistencies and trying to create the narrative as to why she lied. What were the reasons that she lied? Her tears, obviously, they don't do anything for me, Jesse.
Really?
They don't. They don't.
But did they do something for a juror?
Probably for the jury.
But not for you?
Not for me.
What is it? Is it the fact that it's too late? You made a mistake and this is, you have to live with it?
It is. It's all the choices that she made on that day. What bothered me a lot was, one, that you left this 9-year-old girl with a man that you just met a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so even if we put that aside, fine. But after you find out that this 9-year-old girl that was entrusted in your care has left the house to go buy some candy, you go to CVS and she's not there, you're driving and you don't see her along the way, you go back to the house and instead of saying, oh, I'm gonna go look for her, you decide to have sex with this man and stay there for a couple hours? Get out of here.
Enough said. Nothing more that I need to say right there. Well, look, we knew she was gonna get beat up. I mean, we all expected this to happen. Is it effective what the defense is doing?
The way that he's doing it is not effective because there's no clear stream of where he's going with his cross-examination. Like right now, he's focusing on emphasizing trying to discredit her on when she moved in next door, when she first met Felicia. Like, this is not the way to go. Like, have a plan, go from A to Z so that the jury can actually follow it. But right now, I'm even confused as to where he's going.
Isn't it just the idea if she lied, she's a pretty good liar, what she tried to say, then why should we believe anything she's saying on the stand? Isn't that enough? Just keep beating that, beating that, beating that?
Well, we already got that. You started off with that. You started out with, one, the most important point that she could have been crossed on and was crossed on is that you're hoping to get a deal or a lenient sentence or actually the charges dismissed from you testifying. You took care of that. Now going into second, you're a good liar. These are the ways that you actually lied. I think that he could have broken it down a little bit more by saying you lied here, 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 and here, and then continue going on from there.
Do you think there's going to be an avenue where they try to say, you know what happened to her, it had nothing to do with Granville, Ritchie, but you're lying about what really happened to her, casting the blame that she has more information?
I think they may try to give that idea, but I don't think they're going to just straight up confront her. If not, you leave that avenue open so you can address it during closing arguments.
Okay, so let's see where they go. We're going to continue back with the cross-examination of Ebony Wiley. Now we're having this back and forth about the drugs. Where are they going with this, Bernarda? Discrediting her
by saying that being that one, she buys illegal drugs, she takes drugs when she's around children, she takes drugs while she's at work pretty much, because you are operating under the influence. Is that, can we believe anything you say? So they're really just trying to discredit her.
Even if that's all true, how does that really affect their client? And the argument is it really doesn't, because think about all the evidence they have against him as the one who was last seen with Felicia and had the opportunity and resources to rape and kill her. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll be live.